Arielle. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm getting ready for a little solo mission tomorrow morning as like more training for that upcoming TRT trip, which is so soon. It's so exciting. But I'm trying to, you know, like I said in previous vlogs, I'm trying to build up the mileage. And yeah, so tomorrow's hike is gonna be solo because I couldn't find anyone who wanted to suffer with me, which is totally fine. But I know that going out on a big solo mission will bring up a lot of questions for you guys. So I thought that I would just preemptively like give you a breakdown of everything that I'm bringing, food-wise, safety-wise, clothes-wise, all those things. So before we get into the vlog, which will start tomorrow morning, it's like 8 p.m. I'm gonna go to bed, wake up at like 4 a.m. in the dark and drive about 45 minutes to the trailhead. So hopefully I'll be hiking by 5 a.m. But yeah, before we jump into the vlog, I'm just gonna give you a breakdown of everything that I'm bringing. Okay, so first things first, I wanna start with what I'm physically wearing on my body to start the hike. So I am wearing these super lightweight hiking shorts from Stio. I think they're called the Second Light short. They're my favorite hiking shorts right now. They're like extremely, extremely light. So if they get wet, they dry really, really quickly, and they're just super comfortable. They actually have a really comfortable liner too, which I don't know, that's a whole thing. Maybe that's a story for another day. And then I have this Mountain Hardwear hiking shirt that I actually haven't tried yet. I originally bought this for the PCT, and yeah, so I'm gonna put that to the test tomorrow. It's just like a lightweight, moisture wicking hiking shirt. And then I have this North Face kind of fleece-like thing. I've owned this for a really long time. It's just super comfortable, and it's light, but it's really warm. So it will be pretty early in the morning when I start, so it'll probably be cold enough here that I'll need this extra layer. And then on my head, I will be wearing this hat and some sunnies. And then shoes and socks wise, just some lightweight hiking socks. These are from the brand Darn Tough, but I also like Smart Wool. Just any really lightweight hiking sock will work. And then Brooks Cascadia with my Dirty Girl gaiters. I haven't done any big days in these yet, so this will be kind of a good test to see if these will be a good shoe for me for distance hiking. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's silly to put shoes to the test on a big day like this, but they're very, very, very comfortable and everyone loves them. So we will see. I'll get back to you on how much I like or dislike those later. And then next, I want to jump into the kind of backup layers that I have, which isn't a ton of stuff. I have a really lightweight wind layer because most of the passes that I go over tend to be really windy. This will be kind of shoved into an outside pocket, so it's really easy to access and I can just throw it on over whatever I have. And then deep in the depths at the very bottom of my pack, I have an extra pair of socks just in case, you know, in case my shoes get wet, you know, whatever it might be, it's just smart to have. And then this is like an actual rain layer. And again, I'm just gonna shove those in the very bottom of my pack because they're just kind of like in case of emergency type thing. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what to call this next category. So I'm gonna say like miscellaneous / tech / safety. So I am bringing these carbon hiking poles from Black Diamond. Again, something I bought for the PCT that I haven't put to the test yet. I really haven't been a hiking pole person, but everyone says that that's what you need for through hiking. So I'm gonna actually take a hike with them and see how I like them. I think my knees will be really happy because that's one of the biggest things I notice on long hikes that have downhill is that my knees tend to hurt really bad. So finally testing these bad boys out. And then I have a water filter. It's the Sawyer Squeeze. It's just a nice ultralight water filter, super easy. This has been the water filter I've used for ages. And I like to bring this because there's water sources all along this trail. There's like 2 different lakes that we go by and some streams. And so that way I don't have to carry like 3+ liters of water. I can just carry like, you know, 1.5 at a time and just refill when I need to. I also have a little like day hike first aid kit. Honestly, it's very minimal, but I've never really used much of a first aid kit on a hike, but I'm trying to be more prepared, especially because I'm going solo. So if I'm going with someone else, you know, we might sort of spread out these sort of responsibilities, but because I'm going by myself, I'm gonna make sure that I have, you know, at least something in my bag in case you know, anything could happen. So because anything could happen, I am finally using my Garmin InReach Mini. I literally just activated this tonight and it Bluetooths to my phone. So I can text or do the SOS or any of those things, GPS, all those things, just right to this. And it's the mini version, so it's it has a little screen, but it's better to actually use it on your cell phone. And I'm really, really excited about this. And I know that my fiance is really excited that I have this, especially because I'm out there by myself. And I don't think my mom knows I'm going out there by myself right now, but I'm sure she would be glad I have this as well. So I also am bringing my GoPro. I'll film the whole vlog on the GoPro. A lot of times the battery dies kind of quickly because I'm using it so much to film different things. So I am bringing a little backup memory bank this time and a charging cord. But what I've done in the past when the GoPro dies is just use my phone to film stuff as well. But I'm gonna try this out. It's not super heavy and I'm really not bringing all that much stuff in my backpack. So I'm gonna bring that. I have my Garmin watch, which actually on my last hike that I went on helped me a ton navigate because we got, I wouldn't say lost, we couldn't find the turn that we were looking for, and then I found the lake on the GPS version on my watch, and we were able to re-find the trail. This trail I've done before, and it's very well marked, but I'll just use this to track my metrics, to track my vert and my distance and everything like that. So it's fun to see that. And obviously my cell phone. Okay, so this next section is things for Tabor. I am bringing a little harness for her that has a handle on the top. There's one log jam crossing that we have to do to get over this kind of river lake area, and I like to be able to just grab her just in case, or if just anything where I would need to grab her really quickly. She's not super heavy, but she's also not super light, so it's not very convenient to carry her, but she is light enough that I could just pick her up quickly if I needed to. And then of course a leash with some dog bags. I also have 2 extra dog bags in my backpack, and I am bringing a serving of dog food for her because it's a long day and I have a feeling she'll be hungry. And I've noticed before in the past when I do long days with her, she'll start to get really tired and sluggish, but then if I give her a little bit of food, some snacks, just like us, she has some energy and she perks back up. So I have a little bit of food for her. Okay, and then lastly, food for myself, which is kind of a random assortment of things. I'm gluten-free, so that means like no sandwiches and things. Or I do have gluten-free bread, but it's really only good toasted, let's be honest. So I am gonna have like a protein shake first thing in the morning before I hit the road. And then this is overnight oats, which I've already put with blueberries and honey, or excuse me, blueberries and maple syrup. And I'm just gonna leave it in the fridge, and by the morning it will be like perfectly ready to eat. I probably won't eat this until like 9 or so in the morning. I usually don't get super hungry until later. So that will be like second breakfast, I guess, if you count the shake. And then lunch slash snacks is all the same. It's like one big category. So I have organic pepper jack cheese and organic salami that I will kind of eat at leisure. That's kind of like my big staple heavy calorie thing for the hike. I have some granola with cashews and almonds mixed in, and 2 different bars. I have an Epic bar and I have a Go Macro bar. These are like my favorite bars ever, but I was just gonna try to have a little variety up there today. And then this is something I've never tried before, but these are like half nut butter, half like jelly spread things. I just found them at Whole Foods, so we'll see. One is almond butter and blueberry, and one is cashew butter and sour cherry. And then lastly, I have some little pick-me-ups, some sugar snacks, so the apple, and then some honey stinger chews. All right, and I know that seems like a lot of stuff, but like I said, you'll see like once I put it in my backpack, it packs down to like basically nothing because most of it is on my body and most of it will be consumed throughout the day, so it will get less and less. But I am bringing this backpack. It's a 30 liter, which is way more space than I need, but I just have it cinched down. It's just one of the most lightweight backpacks that I have right now. And in it, I have a nice camelback bladder. I have a really hard time drinking enough water unless I have a camelback. And I know that a lot of thru hikers like to have like the smart water bottles with their, you know, Sawyer on top, and I don't know, we'll see if I can be converted as I get more into thru hiking, but as of right now, I really like having the hose. I feel like it's one of the only ways I actually truly drink enough water. Okay, now that I have my bag all packed up and my clothes and Tabor stuff all ready to go for tomorrow, I am going to wind down and try to fall asleep as early as possible so that that 4 a.m. alarm doesn't feel quite as rough. See you in the morning.
Good morning. It's like 5:45 in the morning. I've been hiking for almost an hour. Yeah, I've done a little over 2 miles. It's really pretty. I'm not sure if you can tell with the GoPro, but it's like the sun's starting to come up. But I just had like a really annoying realization, and it's that I forgot to put like half of my food in my backpack. So I had the overnight oats and then the cheese and the salami, which were gonna be like my main meals and like my main calories. And I had them in the fridge overnight. And yeah, you know, getting up at 4 in the morning, your brain isn't necessarily working. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to do. I mean, I still have a lot of snacks. Luckily, I was like kind of overpacked on food, and so I have everything else in my bag. However, I don't know, it's a pretty long day, and once I get out into the loop, there's not really any turning back. So I guess my plan right now is to just get to the first pass and see how I feel, like see how much food I've eaten before then, because that would make like a 14-mile round trip, which I could totally do on the snacks that I have. But yeah, I'll have to make an executive decision and decide if I could do 24 miles on the snacks that I have. Oh, I hate that. I feel so stupid. But you know, it's all part of it. You live and you learn. Hopefully this is something that you only do once. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to hiking. I'll keep you updated. Oh, it's such a pretty morning. Please excuse the sound of Tabor chomping on her breakfast, but I felt like this would be a good time to give you an update. So I am at the top of the first pass. It was 7.3 miles to get here, and it says that I've already done almost 4,300 foot elevation gain, which I thought that the whole trip was going to be around 4,500, so I must have miscalculated somewhere. So we'll see. I have decided that I am going to continue hiking. I do think I have enough food. I think calorie-wise I'll be fine. I think I'll just be really bored of trail mix by the end of this. But I think I think I have enough calories with me to get me through the trip. And there were a couple of things that I thought about when deciding to continue on, especially when you're hiking alone. I feel like it's important to take account of all the different things, even more so than when you're traveling with a group, because you know everything is in your hands. And so the first thing I did was I checked the weather. I have that Garmin, this guy, and it can give me a full weather report. So according to this, there's no rain in the forecast until maybe this evening. So I want to make sure I get over both of the other passes early in the day so that I'm not exposing myself to potential lightning danger or anything like that. And then once I get over those passes, I'm down like in the forest, and it's okay if it rains a little bit because I'm just going straight to my car. The other piece was that I had enough food. I do think I have enough food, like I said. And then, yeah, the third piece was like factoring all of that together with what is left in the hike. So I've done this hike before and I know it well and I know my abilities. But if I was doing something brand new that I'd never done before and I had like the food situation or a weather situation, I might make different choices. So I think it's really important to acknowledge that you kind of have to take all of the factors of like the hike itself, you, your ability levels, what you've brought with you, the weather, just everything, and then make smart decisions. So if one or two of those things would have been different right now, I don't know if I'd continue hiking. I might turn around and, you know, make the safe call and go back to the car. But all of those factors to me seem like good to go for the rest of the hike. So I'm just gonna eat this little snack and we'll keep hiking. All right, so we just made it to the top of the second pass. This is like one of my favorite views on this whole hike. It's so pretty. But yeah, I've done a little over 9 miles and 4,800 feet of climbing, and I still have one more pass, so I was definitely wrong on the vert. I don't know where I got that vert from. I feel like I just had it ingrained in my memory that that's what it was, but it's all good. I'm feeling great, and it's really nice temperature. It's cool out. But yeah, I see some clouds kind of coming in, so I'll probably just hang here for a couple minutes and try to get over that next pass before any weather rolls in. So yeah, gorgeous day. Oh my gosh, I feel so lucky to be out here. It's amazing. Gonna hang out, but beautiful view, and I'm at 5,500 foot elevation, so I must have just been 1,000 off because I'm pretty sure it's just pretty much all downhill from here. But yeah, I'm at almost 11 miles, so I still have quite a bit of distance to cover, but all of the uphill is officially done. Oh yeah, the view is good in literally all directions. It's so pretty up here. times I've been up here to this lake. That was one of 2 times ever that I've jumped in because normally it is way too cold up here, but today it's really nice. Well, like any good Colorado day, it is somehow raining and also sunny at the same time. It was so nice up at the lake, and then yeah, after about a mile it just started coming down. So anyways, all good on the home stretch. Last like 7.5 miles, we'll be at the car. Yay! Raining now. It was interesting because it was like blue skies, but then it was thundering, and then all of a sudden just started to come in. But so typical here in Colorado, especially in July, to have afternoon thunderstorms, which is why I'm so grateful I went early, because this would not be something you'd want to get caught up in, like going over a pass or being high up on a mountain. At least now I'm down in the trees, so safe and protected from the lightning. And honestly, I'm just so hungry. I didn't completely finish my food yet, but I want something other than like trail mix so bad. So I'm like charging right now so I can get home and make some real food. Back in the car. I can't even tell you how good it feels to sit down right now. It feels so good, but it also feels really good to have done such a big day mission, and I had so many things that didn't go right, but overall it was still a really fun day. I'm gonna make this wrap up short and sweet. I did want to like share my experience with the trekking poles. I feel like it saved my knees. My shoulders started to get really sore after like 18 miles, so I did have to put them away, but this is like one of the first long hikes with a lot of descent that I didn't feel knee pain, so that was really cool. I did get a blister between my big toe and second toe on my left foot, and I don't know if that's the shoe, the sock, the day, whatever. So I have to give these shoes another try before I can give you guys an honest answer, because they did really great until like 15.5 miles, and then I started to get that blister. This shirt is too tight. I feel like I need something a little looser, so I will keep looking, but I'm glad I had a chance to test it out. And the final stats for today's hike were 23 miles, so it was a mile less than I thought, but 5,900 foot vert, which is like so much more than I thought. I thought it was gonna be 4,500 vert gain, and it was 5,900. So yeah, feel good, feel accomplished, feels very, very tired, but very happy. So I think that's it for me today. If you enjoyed this, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I'm just so excited. The TRT adventure will start in a couple of weeks. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep training, exploring, and doing all of the fun things. I'll see you next week. Okay, this is just like a little PS, but I'm so glad that I drove my Subaru and not the van, because people parked so dumb, and there's no way I would have been able to get my van through some of these spaces. Like, look at this car. It's parked here. It's parked just like that. Crazy.